welcome to my life. Today I'm going to be making a nut and seed loaf, and the main ingredient is buckwheat flour, which is not wheat flour. It's a totally different grain, and I discovered it while I was living in Australia because I was living in somewhere that was gluten-free and dairy-free. So this bread that I'm making is gluten-free and vegan. And for ladies who are seed cycling, I put different seeds in it for the omega counts of seed cycling for my menstrual cycle. So, welcome to my nut and seed loaf kitchen show. I usually make one loaf of bread a week, and that lasts me the whole week, and I usually make it with a liver pate to nourish my womb and my mind with a lot of really good minerals and vitamins, along with the proteins and fats. So if you are vegan, totally understood. I was vegan for years, but I really love this bread with the homemade liver pate. So the recipe I'm going to be sharing with you today, I have the dry batch here, I have the wet batch here, and then I have my pan. We don't have a bread pan, and I've been putting it in a pie pan, and I actually really love that. So I just heated up the oven with some oil. I'm going to just add my oil in here. So I just coated my pan a little bit. I'm a makeshift. I don't know why I'm making a YouTube video about this because I'm not very bad at cooking, but bad at being good in directions wise. But anyways, so I have my dry, which is buckwheat flour. I have some almonds. I have some seeds, which I have pumpkin seeds. And I also have chia seeds in here. And that's going to be like my egg. So it's chia seeds and water, and then I added some apple cider vinegar. I'm going to mix the both together. This is already like a very clumpy, eggy mixture to solidify the bread. Just mix it all in there. I have a written recipe for you guys because I was originally, when I first started making things, I always like to have a recipe to follow. And then once I make them for a long time, then I all of a sudden start experimenting and guessing with amounts. So I hope this comes out good for you guys. It looks a little bit liquidy, but that's all right because now that I'm mixing it in, it looks fine. And I find that this mixture is it can be pretty dry, so I like to add a lot of extra water. So I added 1/4 cup of chia seeds, and then I added a little over 1 full cup of water on top of that, and then I added the apple cider vinegar on top of that. So that was my liquid mixture. It's a very nice, thick batter. And I'll just show you guys me pouring it in on this already greased baking dish. Yeah. Baking dish. It's supposed to be a pie dish, but we don't have a bread dish, so. This is my bread pan. As you can see, you might be able to see the nuts and seeds already in it. I did some pumpkin seeds from my local farmer because we both love pumpkins, and he now has roasted pumpkin seeds offered at his farm. So I've been getting his pumpkin seeds, which is really good. And unfortunately, everything else is from I don't know where, but I usually get it at my food co-op. I refill all my bulk goods from my food co-op. So at least if you have a food co-op, it's better than just going to any retail grocery store and getting it off Amazon. So, alrighty then. Got my bread all in here. Since it's vegan, I don't have to worry about getting sick from the raw animals. Sometimes if I have extra batter, I just love eating it like this. Weird, but buckwheat, once I discovered buckwheat, I only want to make pancakes with buckwheat. I want to make bread with buckwheat. I absolutely love buckwheat. And I think that buckwheat should be more widely known. Actually, I'm one of the only people, I think, at the co-op here where I'm living in Rhode Island. The South Coast Bulk Foods there told me they don't even really know what buckwheat is. They're like, oh, okay, I don't think it's just me. But I discovered it in Australia and I absolutely love it. As you can see, like it just so easily gelled together. It's very jelly, very, I don't know how to describe it, but here it is, all good. Now put it in the oven for about an hour and I'll just keep checking it to see if it's cooked through. Don't forget the green juice.